1-3. Calculate the midpoint on a number line and in a coordinate. Number 7. Find the coordinate of the midpoint of a segment having these endpoints. I. You have D at 0, 0 and E at 22, negative 18. So the midpoint can be defined by this formula here, which is just the average. So that's all you have to do is use this formula. So let's just label some stuff here so we can take a look. X1, which is the first point x, which is 0. Y1 is 0 because that's letter D. Then the next x, so that's x2, is 22. And then the second y, which is negative 18. So all we have to do is now plug it in. So x1 is 0. Then I'm going to erase x2, which is 22. Y1, we wrote that as 0. And then our y2, which is going to be negative 18. So what is 0 plus 22? Well, that looks like it's just 22. Divide that by 2. What is 0 plus 18? Negative 18 divided by 2. Now we can simplify. What's 22 divided by 2? Which is 11. Negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9. This is the midpoint. Let's do I here. Here's the formula again. Now all we have to do is plug in the values. Let me move it over so we could have some room here. Okay. So we have x1 is equal to negative 6. We have y1 is equal to negative 3. That's the first point. Then we have x2 is equal to 12. Then we have y2, which is equal to negative 7. Here's the formula. We have to memorize the formula for the exam. That's where x1 is. We put negative 6. Y2, which is our 12. X2 is 12. Y1, which is our blue, which is negative 3. Y2 is negative 7. Okay, now let's just simplify it. What's negative 6 plus 12? That is 6. Divide that by 2. What's negative 3 plus negative 7? That's negative 10. Divide that by 2. Let's simplify this. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. This is the midpoint between those 2 points. Let's look at I, which is 3. Here's the formula. Again, we have to make sure we have that memorized. Let's label our points. Point P is our first one. Okay. Which is x1 is equal to 2. And then our y1 is equal to 5. Our second point, x2 is equal to negative 1. And y2 is equal to negative 1. All right, let's plug in everything in here. x1 was r2. X2 is negative 1. Then we have our y1, which is 5. Then we have our y2, which is negative 1. All right, let's simplify. What is 2 plus negative 1? Well, that is a 1. Divide that by 2. What's 5 plus negative 1? That's a 4. Divide that by 2. Okay, 1/2 just stays 1/2. 4 divided by 2 is just 2. Okay, so there you go. This here is the midpoint between those 2 points.